We can still social distance and take mask breaks and things like that. But I don't know any more specifics. I figured once I heard. My name is Missy Brant. I live in Masontown, Pennsylvania, and I am a first grade teacher. I taught kindergarten for 16 years. This is the heart of the coal country. It should be a union town. It should be a working people's town. It should be a Democratic town, but when you drive down the streets, you saw the many Trump signs. I'm Biden all the way. I'm an educator for Biden through my national union, the National Education Association, and then through my state, I'm in the Pennsylvania State Education Association. When I come home at night and it's warm in the house or it's cool in the house and I have food on the table, that's my job that gave that to me. So I try to always vote union. I'm in an area where, it's middle class or lower here, barely middle class. So I just can't understand how people in that situation are voting for a billionaire who doesn't have their best interests at heart. People are so divided because of the coronavirus. Is it real? Isn't it real? Do masks work? Don't they work? Teachers don't want to go back to school. Teachers are great. I mean, we went in March from being like, pay those teachers more, they're wonderful, to now it's like, well, teachers don't want to go back to work and sacrifice their lives. Shame on them. It's where he can, click on the video and listen to the book being read by someone. It may be me, it may be another. We were remote from March through June. We ended up going fully virtual until June 5th was our final day of school, and that was a nightmare. I became an IT teacher overnight. I had to help parents on how to download apps, how to figure out things. I really am concerned for all of my membership. As union president, I've had some sleepless nights where I've had some nightmares of people dying, I guess, on my watch, so to speak. So I've tried to be the best advocate that I can be at the table when we've talked about reopening plans, to make sure that I'm really expressing what I think is the best for safety of staff and students. Am I personally worried for myself? I guess I'm not so much worried for myself. I'm more worried about my parents. My dad was a coal miner for 30 years, and I worry about him with black lung. I don't know that I could live with myself if I brought something home and was around them or my nephew. And you think about the kids in school where they go home with grandparents, they go home with parents. And so I don't know that I'm necessarily as afraid in the actual classroom, but what could happen outside of the classroom. So in my school district, we are doing hybrid, where Monday, Tuesday, Group A comes, Thursday, Friday, Group B comes, and then Wednesday is a virtual day for everyone.
I'm just wondering, does he need something to put a mask in at his desk? So it's
no,
just not,
the district bought lanyards. Everything has been online. And I think in order for us all to be safe, it should be online. I do find it very funny, not really funny, but I guess odd, that everything is online, yet people are pushing for schools to start back. So that kind of frustrates me. I don't like being a guinea pig.